Most people get this wrong about insurance. They think it's a safety net that will protect them when life goes wrong. But what if I told you that? Secretly, millions of Americans are relying on life insurance and health coverage that can leave them broke instead of safe. If you've ever struggled with bills, unexpected medical costs, or wondered why financial security seems impossible no matter how hard you work, this video is for you. Today, we're going to uncover the shocking truth about the insurance system in the United States and why what you've been told might be misleading. Let's start with a story. Daniel, a 46-year-old manufacturing supervisor from Ohio, woke up on a Monday morning like any other. He had a mortgage, 2 kids, a car loan, and a modest savings account. His life insurance and health coverage made him feel secure. He kissed his wife goodbye, grabbed his coffee, and drove to work thinking nothing important would happen that day. But just after lunch, Daniel felt a sudden tightness in his chest, a strange dizziness. He collapsed on the factory floor. Paramedics rushed in. In that moment, he thought, I'm insured. Everything will be fine. Across the country in Arizona, Maria Hernandez, single mother and medical billing specialist, was preparing her daughter for school. She understood insurance better than most, spending her days navigating codes, claims, and denials for others. She felt knowledgeable, confident, and safe. She had coverage. She paid her premiums. And yet weeks later, when fatigue and mysterious pain forced her to visit a doctor, she discovered that knowing the system didn't make her immune. The costs added up faster than she expected, and her financial security started to crumble. Meanwhile, in Pennsylvania, Robert Klein, 59, thought he had done everything right. With decades of experience and recently promoted, he felt that life insurance and health coverage were his shield. But one night, a sudden chest pain reminded him that insurance is not always protection. It's often a promise that falls short when reality strikes. So, why is this happening? Why do millions of Americans trust a system that doesn't always deliver? The problem starts with perception. Insurance is marketed as peace of mind. Advertisements show happy families, smiling doctors, and promises of full coverage. But what they rarely show are the fine print clauses. The deductibles, the copays, the out-of-network costs, and the limits that quietly erode security. These policies are designed to protect insurers more than individuals. And when emergencies strike, people are shocked to realize that coverage doesn't equal affordability. Let's break it down. A typical middle-class family might believe that having health insurance covers all medical costs. They assume life insurance will replace income if tragedy strikes. They think the system is foolproof. But here's something even stranger. Policies are full of technical loopholes. Some providers are considered out-of-network even in major hospitals. Deductibles can range into thousands of dollars. Coinsurance can drain savings faster than most people imagine. And life insurance policies, unless regularly updated, often fail to account for inflation or rising expenses. Daniel, Maria, and Robert all experienced this firsthand. Daniel survived a heart attack, but the bills were astronomical. Maria managed a serious illness, yet she found herself accumulating debt months after treatment. Robert's retirement plans shifted because his life insurance, once thought sufficient, didn't cover the real cost of his recovery. And here's the kicker. None of them had read the full fine print of their policies. Most Americans don't. Most policies are intentionally complex, discouraging scrutiny. And this is exactly why so many people are caught off guard. Now, here's a question for you. What if you discovered that most Americans are relying on life insurance policies that don't even match their real financial needs? It's exactly what data shows. Studies reveal that nearly 40% of American households with life insurance have policies that are underfunded for their current lifestyles. Health insurance coverage often leaves gaps that cost families thousands per year. And when these gaps appear, the emotional toll is as heavy as the financial one. So what can you do? First, awareness is key. Understanding your policy is not optionally as essential. Check your coverage, read the fine print, and calculate potential out-of-pocket costs. Know the network rules. Ask questions about deductibles, coinsurance, and coverage limits. Many people skip these steps because they assume the system is automatic. They trust that payment of premiums is enough, but it's not. Second, consider supplemental strategies. Some Americans invest in health savings accounts, HSAs, or emergency funds to cover unexpected expenses. Others review life insurance regularly, adjusting policies to match current family and financial obligations. And here's something even stranger. Insurance isn't always about preventing loss. It's often about negotiating it. Knowing how to structure policies, prioritize coverage, and plan for worst-case scenarios can make the difference between surviving and thriving. Let's talk psychology. Financial stress doesn't just affect your wallet, it rewires the brain. Anxiety, insomnia, and constant worry are common when bills start stacking up. Families stop planning for the future. Dreams are postponed, vacations canceled, college plans delayed. This emotional impact multiplies the effect of uncovered costs, creating a cycle of stress that can last years. Daniel, Maria, and Robert all experienced this. They were alive, technically protected, but emotionally and financially strained. Here's something most people don't realize. The insurance system is designed around probability. Most people will never face catastrophic events, which makes the system seem effective. But those who do face emergencies often find themselves alone, overwhelmed, and confused. That's why stories like Daniel's heart attack or Maria's illness are not exceptions. They read warnings. And here's a mini cliffhanger. In just a moment, we'll reveal the biggest misconception about life insurance that almost every American gets wrong. Before we get there, let's highlight a few shocking facts. Did you know that 1 in 3 Americans would struggle to cover a $1,000 emergency without borrowing or selling something? Or that nearly 60% of families underestimate medical costs by tens of thousands of dollars per year? And here is the most surprising. Many life insurance policies that are considered adequate fall short by more than 50% when factoring in real-life costs like medical bills, mortgage payments, childcare, and debt. Now, back to the biggest misconception. Most people believe life insurance is about security for their family, but in reality, it's more about controlled compensation in a crisis. It's about surviving, not thriving. Policies are structured to limit the insurer's exposure, not to guarantee full lifestyle replacement. And the shocking part, this isn't hidden information, it's just never emphasized, because insurance marketing focuses on reassurance, not reality. So what's the takeaway? First, never assume coverage equals protection. Always review your policies, understand the numbers, and anticipate hidden costs. Second, prepare emotionally and financially for scenarios where insurance only partially helps. Build savings, understand deductibles, and use supplemental coverage where possible. Third, educate yourself constantly. Financial literacy is as important as having the policy itself. Here's something else you might not expect. Insurance is not just about money, it's about decisions. The timing of claims, choice of providers, and understanding of coverage can drastically affect outcomes. Even a small misstep like visiting an out-of-network doctor can cost thousands. Daniel's small oversight with one procedure caused months of stress. Maria's assumption that coverage equaled affordability left her in debt. Robert's failure to update his life insurance created a gap in his retirement plan. But it's not hopeless. Many Americans take control once they realize the gaps. Regularly reviewing policies, staying aware of changes in costs, and planning for emergencies can create real financial resilience. Even small actions like tracking bills, asking questions about coverage, and maintaining emergency funds can prevent disaster. Now, let's make this interactive. Comment below if you've ever assumed your insurance had you completely covered and realized it didn't. Which of these facts surprised you the most? Your experience might help someone else avoid the same trap. Before we wrap up, remember this. Insurance will never promise a luxurious safety net. It will never guarantee that life won't be stressful. It is designed to manage risk, not eliminate it. And the most important lesson of all, preparation, knowledge, and awareness are your true protections. And finally, hit subscribe to never miss videos that reveal shocking truths about money, insurance, and the hidden systems that control your financial life. Like and share if you found this shocking, because most people never see this coming until it's too late. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. Next, We'll uncover the hidden insurance loopholes that cost Americans billions every year, and the small steps you can take to protect yourself before disaster strikes. Stay tuned because understanding this could literally save your financial life.